Yo, 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 yo.
Happy Friday.
What's going on, everybody? Y'all know what goes down here. This is where the real happen. Uh, no videos come down, and
Who's a deadbeat is not liable or reliable for any litigation or follow here after the interview. Keep it clean. We please, we really suggest that you guys keep it clean for your own sake. But at any rate, tell your story how you want to. Let's get started.
yes. And then we mentioned don't use no names. Yeah, I think you said that.
I think I tried to say that.
Uh, okay, who we got here?
All right, guys. Hello,
Oh, Tamara.
Hey,
Tamara.
how are you?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
All right.
Been-
So what brings you here? What brings you up to today? You
Because
are
I
you
have
being
really
alienated? Someone you know being alienated?
my both of my sons are being alienated from their children.
Okay.
Um, I have a 31-year-old son that has a son whom his mother is alienating him and me because she knows if I see the child, then I'm gonna make sure my son sees the child.
Are you with us? All
And
right.
that's one of them calling me. It has
Okay.
been
Go ahead.
You might want to
rough.
put it on do not disturb.
Because as a grandparent that wants to be a part of my grandchildren's lives, um, and I've tried to talk to the ladies because I raised my sons until I got married um, alone. Their father didn't do a whole lot, but I never, regardless of what he did or did not do, alienate him from his children
Okay.
because those were his children as well.
Okay. All right.
You
So
guys look froze.
Are we froze? We're having some bad weather, so we were wondering if that was the case. Not to mention you were getting phone calls. Can you see us moving now?
Yes.
Okay, put
okay.
your phone on do not disturb because if anybody call you during the interview,
Yeah.
it'll freeze and make it difficult to continue.
Let's see. Okay, I'm new to the Apple device because of my children, so y'all have to tell me if you know what to do to
So
this.
just scroll down at the top of your screen where you see the moon. You can click that, and then you'll see do not disturb. Do you see that?
You still with us? Think we lost her?
I don't know.
These apples, man, it get them every time. Both.
She might have to come. She might have to leave out and come back in.
Well, besides that, man, what's going on, everybody? If anybody want to come up and tell their story, they are welcome to come up. Let me post the link in the comment section. That's how they doing this today, baby.
Yeah, it's some real bad weather. It's Friday.
Okay.
Friday.
I think she back. Okay, hold
I
on.
didn't find it. When you say the moon, I didn't find it.
Okay, so well,
All right. You want
we'll just try because I was just gonna show you. You just scroll down like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a moon right there. You click that, and then do not disturb is at the top.
Okay.
So
Oh, where the little setting thing is what you mean.
yeah, it'll be like a little crescent moon. Can you see that?
Nope. Hold on. Let me go back to you.
to
Do it again.
for y'all that don't know how to
Y'all
put y'all
tell I'm
phone on do
old.
not disturb? This is how you do
You
it.
scroll down, right?
Uh-huh.
Mine's already on there, and then you click the moon, and then it's at the top. But we just don't.
I
Don't
If
got
you
you.
worry.
can't get it, we gonna move on. Just hopefully
Okay.
nobody calls you. You can't answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
All right. So
I
Let-
apologize.
Let's
It's okay. It's
take
okay.
take us to the top.
First and foremost, where are you tuning in from?
Oh yeah, we sorry
I
about
am
that.
in Houston, Texas.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
H Town. H Town.
And how many grandkids do you have?
7.
Seven, and then you have the two that's being alienated. Oh, all of
Well, 5 of my grandchildren. My youngest son has 5. Well, 4 children, 4 girls that he's being alienated from.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Okay.
He's
So
only has access to his son, but the 4 girls he does not.
Oh, now was they married?
No.
So,
are they all with the same woman?
One young lady has 3 girls, and then another young lady has 1 girl. So he has 3 moms out
Okay,
of the 5 children he
five
had.
kids, three baby moms, and two of the women are alienating him from his kids. So,
Yes.
um, where do you want to start? Because there's a lot. I mean, I don't know which
It
one.
all right,
is.
take us from the top. From the first baby mama or the mother of his kids, and then take us from the top, and then how that turned sour.
So I'll start with my youngest son because that started first. No, no, it didn't. My oldest son's mom, ever since they've not been together. First of all, I'm gonna be honest because I'm very transparent. My oldest son spent 4.5 years in the penitentiary. He
Okay.
left his son when he was a year old, right after his first birthday, and he spent 4.5 years in prison. During that time, she was alienating my grandbaby from me at first.
Okay.
Then she started allowing me to get him.
But why? So why do you think she was doing that to you?
She was angry with the fact because she's part of the reason my son went to prison.
Mm,
Mm.
okay.
Um,
Take your time. It's a lot.
it's hard for me because I'm a hands-on person and I love my grandchildren. I'm grateful for them and for you to think that they're property. I heard yes when I was listening to something with you guys the other day, you were like, these ladies act like these children are their property. These are
Hmm.
human beings, and you have no idea the damage that you are doing to them. In order for me to deal with my grandson, I have to talk bad about my son. I have to agree with everything she says about him.
Can
Or
you
I
tell us
just
what that looked like? Because I mean, if
she
you
calls
talking
him
to the baby, why you got to
trash.
do that? You know?
He doesn't want he I'm telling him to do this and I'm telling him to do that, and if he come to my house I'm gonna call the police because if he does, um I'm gonna get him locked up. He done already been locked up before, and things of that nature. And then she says things like he doesn't want him. Why do you say he's not doing this and he's not doing that? I was like, you're not giving an opportunity. Like, for instance, when my son came home, because not only did he do that time, he was home 2 years and got caught up in another situation, and he did fed time.
Okay.
He just came home in October. My grandson had a football game in Dallas. He's on federal probation.
Hmm.
He can't leave his jurisdiction without permission. We're not dealing with the state. We're dealing with federal government. And she was angry because he didn't come to the football game. But I came. And
So
I'm
I don't get it. If she like, why was she angry? That's confusing.
because she feels like he should do it anyway because that's his son. I was like, and then go back to federal prison? Like,
Exactly.
you
It's
calling him a
it's
jailbird, you calling him like he locked up and all of
So
this stuff.
so
But
what's the reason why you think she's doing all of these
I
things?
think she wants him. The
it,
only time I see that a woman is so bitter like that, they still have a desire for the man. Because if you're from personal experience, I'm gonna say,
mhm.
from my experience, when I let go of their father, the bit it's never been any bitterness, but what I'm saying is my Whatever me and him had going on, because it's over, I never gave him any problems. And what I've seen is people, women that I have seen with these two women, is because of the desire they have for the man that they can't have.
So, okay, it seems like he went to jail when the baby was fairly young. Did she
Hmm.
have any other kids? Did she move
Yes,
on to
she
be with
does.
another man?
She's with a guy right now. She's with a gentleman now.
Do
She's
you think
been
that
with
plays
him.
a part in her actions?
No, because we can call him and talk to my grandson.
What?
That's what she wants us to do. She said from now on, call him. I'm trying to leave names out of it.
Yeah.
Call
Man,
him,
hold on,
and you
man.
can talk
Ain't
to
nobody finna talk to no other man to talk. But
his
I
own
mean,
son.
is he fair?
is he
Yeah, let me say
facilitating
that.
the call?
Wonderful, he is. He doesn't have the attitude she got.
Well, that's
He
good to
does
Okay,
not.
well
know.
that's good then. If
Yeah.
if it's somebody that's like that, because
He is, but why would you want a father to call another man about his son?
you know that the thing about these type of women when they manipulate us and they don't care who they manipulate. Whoever can hear their side of the story or believe what they doing, they gonna do it. So she got him some type of way to believe something, but he's probably not a bad person. So this is why he's facilitating. But
Mhm.
But if it's working,
yeah,
honestly,
you don't want to
it
deal
shouldn't
with
be a
her.
problem. The thing is,
Okay.
how does your son feel about that? Like, is he
Yeah.
willing to
He's
work
like,
with?
Mom, I don't feel comfortable calling, bottom line, another dude to talk to my son. He
But
does
he
it every now and then, but
but
he's like, I should be able to co-parent with his mother and it
Yeah,
not be a
uh
problem.
not if she doesn't want to. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? If she's bitter and it's conflict, it's high conflict,
it's
then
horrible
his
conflict.
best bet would be to go.
because I'm gonna keep it real with you. When by him saying that, it seems like
Do he still got feelings
he
for
still
her?
got feelings for her too.
No, he's
See,
moved on. He has a daughter that's 3 years old
but
with the person he's with now.
this is the point that I'm trying to make. Well, first of all, you said she was part of the reason he went to jail. So why and that so off of that alone,
Why
why
would
would
he
he
want to deal with her?
want any contact with her? So
That's
True,
the red flag.
so if you got a
true.
mediator, which is you as his mediator, and that guy is
It's
her
her.
mediator, he needs to just deal with him, and he's going to get a better outcome out that way. But only
And
if
we
it's a
we
person
have
that's
tried
really.
that. We've tried that. That's the thing. My grandbaby is not always with him. He's with his mom more than he with him. So how are we talking to him? How we you're not facilitating allowing us to see him. My son drove all the way to East Texas
Mm,
to take her money and to see my grandson, and she wouldn't let him. Oh, we have plans.
Okay, so why haven't he taken her to court?
That's what I told him that we're doing. That's the plan. That is the exact
And
plan.
you, being in the state of Texas, you have grandparent rights, right? Did you know
I
that?
just found that out 2 weeks ago.
So you don't have to go through your son and his baby mama drama to see your grandkid. You actually go file and try to start a process for your own, you know,
Okay.
uh,
yeah,
I
rights.
we're not
just
giving
found
legal advice,
Right. That's
but
not legal advice. That's just a tip. That's a
yeah, and
tip
I
from personal
appreciate that.
experience.
Yeah,
But
I
okay,
appreciate that.
so it's a lot of back and forth. And so when's the last time you seen them?
Now it's been this time around because she's done this. She do it. She'll be okay for a little while and then she'll do it for a year or two. Um, Now it's been December, since
wow,
December.
that's a long time. So
And I haven't even,
how old is your grandbaby?
he just turned 10 in February.
Mm.
So he's older. So he's aware of the
He
disconnect
knows.
and staying apart from you guys and knowing that he's not seeing you often. I mean, is it off of something doesn't go her way and then she just shuts down? Is that what's
That's
happening?
exactly what it is. That's exactly because he's not doing it how she wants it done. And if you don't do how I want it done, I'm gonna give you a perfect example. One time when she kept my grandson away from me, hadn't seen him in a year, I was able to see him. I took him with me somewhere. She let me pick him up. I took him with me, and she called the police saying I stole him. And they called me to tell me to come back right now.
But so why do you think she did that to you? You
See,
don't
Nothing
know.
she does
y'all
ever
ain't never
makes
had no
sense to
drama.
me.
Y'all never had no interaction, no drama or
This
anything.
the issues me and her have had was with this last situation. Because right before she started alienating my
Come on,
grandson,
mama. Come on, you gotta tell us the truth,
I'm
mama.
telling you, the last
Okay.
situation, we've never had a problem. I've always tried to be neutral
Do she
enough.
feel like you take his side? Is that what it is?
She does feel that way. And like I told her, it's not about taking his side. It's about he's on a situation you're not on. This man is on federal probation. You can't expect him to move when you expect him to move. You can't do that because he has to be careful about the things he does because he don't want to repeat the mistakes he's made in the past.
Right. Um. So.
And this last time, it was like Christmas, I bought him and sent some stuff. I bought him some stuff for his birthday and sent it. Now she'll accept the gifts, but she say little snob stuff on Facebook because she's my friend on Facebook. She say
Mhm.
things about deadbeat dads. She say things about what these my son sent him a baseball set stuff. So the balls for the baseball gear came before the rest of the baseball gear. What
Mhm.
my son's supposed to do with these balls?
Mm,
We
mm,
knowing you
mm.
talking about us.
Yeah. Yeah. Well.
And me as I'm a documenting type person. So to answer your question for all the viewers to hear, me and her have never had an altercation
Okay.
because I try my best not to have. I be wanting to do things to her
Yeah.
I'm sure.
because it's
That's a grown
frustrating.
woman.
Right.
It's
But and
frustrating.
So what fault do you think your son has in any of this?
Oh, he plays a big part in it because you shouldn't have came home and hung out and all of that when you came home the first time. Shouldn't have been that way.
You just so I mean, it seems like you want the best for the situation because of your grandchild, but you caught in the middle because you his mom and she knows it, and so she's pretty much taking her anger out on you as well. So yeah, with a situation like that, how do you think you're gonna? I mean, there's no other way to do it if it's somebody
I'm
that
going to court.
cooperates. Then switch, wish wash
And I'm
based
gonna
off
have to go to
feelings. It's time
court.
to figure out what to do to make this because he's
I'm
10.
gonna have to
So
go to court if I don't take her to court because these are the statements she made. This is my son, and I love the Lord. This is what I told her. My son is the seed bearer, so he's not your son. Without the seed bearer, you wouldn't have a seed. All you do is cultivate the seed, ma'am.
yeah,
That's
okay.
it.
So I got a question for you. Because we in these type of situations, we not big believers of the village. And you know how they say it take a village to raise a child, correct?
Yeah,
So you as your son village, you part of your son village. What are you doing? Are you correcting him and things and checking him on the things that he's doing wrong as
I
well?
am. I'm telling him instead of you saying forget it, wait till he get blah blah blah, and he got at least he do have. I was about to say the guy's name because the guy's a good dude. He has children of his own. They have had two other kids, her and the guy. Um, but he had children before her. Um, at least he got him. He in a two-parent home. I was like, no, baby, you can't just give up because it's conflict. We
right,
have to fight. If I
right.
said, how are you gonna
That's
feel
not fair to him. I
when
mean,
your
it's
baby
Yeah,
comes to you and say, Daddy, why you didn't fight for me?
yeah.
yeah.
Because let me tell you what I was gonna say. That baby knows what's going on because during it's always the day after Thanksgiving that this game is at the Dallas Cowboys Stadium. When we were coming back, because he rode back with me to East Texas where they live, um, he was telling me some things that
They
let me
always
know
do.
he knows that she is. And even though what my grandbaby was saying was true and tears was running down my face, I looked at him and said, that's still your mother. and I want you to respect her. How you just snatched away from her, grandma don't tolerate that. Don't ever do your mother that way. You may not like the decisions that she make, but don't do that. Let grown people handle grown people stuff. He said, but I don't like it, Gigi. I don't like it.
Yeah, and
He
the
said, I
thing
love
is,
my family, all of y'all.
yeah, she's building up a resentment for him, and that's the thing. Kids don't stay kids forever, and what you doing, we commend you for that because that's absolutely the best way to handle it. But he also needs to learn boundaries, and as he's growing up, we don't want to teach him that abuse is okay or to be mistreated is okay. To be respectful for sure to your parents, but you have to still whenever you get your time, and he's gonna understand. Like he told you, he don't like it. It's okay for him not to like how he being treated. It's okay for him not to like somebody bad mouthing his grandmother or his father or those things. And so, you know, we feel you.
That's tough.
We live it, and it's you feel like, what can I do, right? But
Yeah.
you're doing the best that you can, and then you keep doing that. But it's still some more steps you got to take
Yeah.
because he's only getting older, and you don't want him to become more
Damn.
angry,
Yeah.
right? More
Angry.
angry.
Because
Yeah.
that'll
It can
cause
be.
him to go into a
From all that
life.
trauma. Yeah.
Yes.
Because the thing what I always tell fathers, they always be like, "Oh, I'm gonna wait until he 12 or she 12," which that is a myth. That's not a
Yes.
myth. They can't choose. They can't choose when they
They
12.
can't. They
But
cannot.
anyway, for the fathers that do that, you never know what your kid is going through in the household.
Yep.
So like you going on through all these years saying I'm gonna wait, but they could be getting abused or bullied or anything. You supposed to be there for those moments. So these are the things that fathers never calculate. So then now when you get them, it's a whole bunch of trauma of him being mentally and physically abused. So this is why I tell fathers, man, you gotta hop on that immediately.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it's good to know that he has you.
Yeah. And y'all
and,
fighting.
and believe it, he's gonna seek you out when he's able. But it's time for you to do it first. Just so, like you said, he'll know. We ain't dropping the ball. I did everything I possibly could during this time, and this time. Because again, he don't deserve this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Because
So
I just sent her a message recently, saying, "Hey, can I get my grandbaby? Can he come here, spend a week with me before he goes back to school, so I can buy him some things for school, take him shopping or whatever?" No response.
She feed off of that. The only response, y'all need to go cold turkey.
yep.
Nobody says nothing to her. Tell the family cut off from Facebook or whatever.
You gotta do it.
And she needs to be getting hit with some papers.
You gotta do
Okay.
it.
That's the only way these types gonna
She,
learn.
it's almost like they thrive off your suffering,
Yeah.
right? And
Yes.
so
Yes.
they know what you want, and they know what you're willing to do for it, and so it's a kind of it's just torture,
Yeah.
it's
Because I
torture.
couldn't understand why was you angry that he met the first. She kept him away from me over a year, and me and the lady my son is with now, after she had my granddaughter, we went to East Texas and we ran into her mother and him at this arcade. Uh, and he got to meet his sister. And she called me saying, "Now, how dare you? Y'all haven't talked to me." What do you mean? We didn't talk to you're not. You've kept him from me for over a year. I don't understand. Call and talk to you and ask you what? That it's okay he meets his sibling?
But
That's
she
his
got to
little
be in
sister.
control of everything.
So
Yes.
that leads me to my next question then. Before we move on to your other son, because you got other grandkids that you've been alienated by.
Yeah.
So we are from. So how is her village? Like, do y'all talk to her
I
mother
do.
or father or
Her mom
anything
is
like
a
that?
wonderful person. Wonderful lady. But she
Wow.
can't get her to do anything. And really, I'm gonna tell you the truth. We set that up. That wasn't no we ran into.
Mm,
She allowed me to see my grandson.
mm. Man.
That's
And if
I'm
she could
really
do
just
that, she
baffled
would
at
do it. If she can do that and get away with it, she does. She will. She's a when I tell you wonderful woman of God. She just not cannot control her unruly daughter. She can't
absolutely
tell her
not.
nothing.
And I don't understand, like with the guy too as well. Yes, he's probably a good guy. He lets y'all do certain things, but me as a man, there's no way I could be with a woman that's
Me neither.
constantly having this much hate and this invested into this situation like that. Like, so eventually she might lose him.
Oh, excuse me.
God bless you.
What if, because that's my thought. He could end up, if they're not together, in the same position my son is in.
It happens
Because
all the
she
time.
thinks her children are just her children.
It
She does
happens
not
all the time.
believe that it has anything to do with the father.
And
And
that's
I'm
probably why he's cooperating with her behavior because he doesn't want to be that person. He doesn't want to be in your son's shoes one day.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
Yeah,
you
so
know, you just never know. But
let's move to
it's
the
good to know that you
oh, I'm
plan
sorry.
on, no, I'm just saying, it's good to know that she's planning on going to court.
For all
You
of
know,
them.
to
Now that
have.
I found that out 2 weeks ago, I'm definitely going. Definitely. When I tell you definitely going, because at the end of the day, if my son is so weary and tired, I'm still not gonna let my baby hang out there like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Because this is where we all was a village when this baby was conceived, born. We all was there at the hospital. Her family, my family, we all with you. When you were going through the pregnancy, you're calling me, asking me, why am I feeling this? What is going on? And I'm walking you through stuff. When they decided to take him by C-section, you didn't want to do it. And he was in danger. You didn't want to do it because you felt like he wouldn't be a
If
real
she
woman
didn't
that didn't have
deliver
him
him vaginally.
naturally. So I tell you, no, no, no. The important part is he gets here healthy. You're a woman regardless. And you decide to go, we go ahead and do it. I mean, I don't get it.
Yeah, it's nothing to
Yeah,
get
you
because it's not logical, it's not rational, it's chaotic, it's craziness, it's all the things that we would never understand.
When he
Like,
had pneumonia, because he was little. When he had pneumonia, was in the hospital. We all was there. Me, my children's father, everybody. We all run into the hospital to be with him. I- So you know
yeah,
that we
she needs
love
to
him.
heal. She needs to
We
heal.
know that we love him. And I can't beat you calling me for football money to help pay for him to play.
yeah.
It's not,
She
that's
probably
not what's
not
gonna
this year. She's
satisfy
probably
her.
not this year. She probably won't this year because she's not allowing me to see him. But anyway, I guess I'll move on to my other grandbabies because they matter just as much as he does. I have an 11-year-old granddaughter. That's my pumpkin. Like but I haven't seen them now, probably in about 3 years.
Oh my God.
And
We
where are
have
they located?
no, they in Louisiana.
Okay.
No communication with them. No,
And
nothing.
these kids don't have like devices or nothing. Like they're not able to like reach out on their own. Like,
And well, the other one does. My son, the oldest son does, but she won't
mhm.
allow him to call my son on that phone
Mm, mm.
Okay,
because she doesn't
so
want him to have that number. My son to have access to him directly. She doesn't want that.
Okay. So now was they married or was it a situationship?
My son, the youngest boy with all the with the 5 children,
mhm.
um, the 3 girls, they were together for a while because I have an 11 year old by her. I have 11-year-old she's 7, and then a 5-year-old, 6.
So he have 3 kids with the woman that's alienating him or with someone else.
The 3 kids
Another
is
woman.
alienating him. He doesn't get to see those girls, those 3 girls. And then he has a daughter that's 4, 5. No, she's 5. She's right there with the
The
last daughter,
youngest of the
closest.
three.
Hmm.
Okay, and
So the three, so
he
three
has
daughters he haven't seen in 3 years.
We have not
she
seen
has.
him in 3 years. We have not. He or me. And he lives in
Oh,
Louisiana. He's
Oh
not seen.
wow.
I drove all the way from Houston, Texas to Louisiana to their mother's house where she lives.
hmm.
And she refused to let me see them.
What was her reason?
She just told my son that we better get away from there now. And that was it.
So where did
Have you ever? I'm sorry. Have you ever had any conversation with her prior to her stopping you from seeing the girls?
Hmm.
And
The
what was
very
it? What's the beef? Like, what's the?
me and her have never had a beef.
No,
I
I'm saying
believe.
between her and your son. Like,
Oh,
what does she say?
for one, the boy that he has was doing the time
They were
while she
together.
was, yes,
Okay,
because he's 6.
but they had two other kids after him.
Exactly.
So that shouldn't matter, right? You
It
forgave him
shouldn't. It
twice to
shouldn't
get
because you
pregnant
still
twice,
dealt with him after that. Yeah, you
right?
still
And
he
so
because you had your oldest, the middle, then he had, because it's his oldest, the middle girl, then his son, and then his baby girl by the other young lady that's alienating. So the son has a mother. The youngest girl, who is 4 or 5, 4, I believe she's 4
she has
now,
a
because
separate mother, and then the
has a
three
separate
girls
mother, and
have
then
their
the
mother.
3 girls have their mother.
Are they in alliance? Do they talk to each other, the women?
that's
No,
alienating?
they don't talk either.
So
No,
No,
no Facebook connection. Not the other one seeing that one is not letting him see that one, so they don't want him to see theirs either. Or like what's
the
nothing like
other
that.
girl, the last grandbaby, her family is well off. So she feels, first of all, those children are biracial. Let me say
Which
that.
ones?
The babies, those 5 babies are biracial.
All of them.
All 5 of them are
Okay,
biracial.
so every baby mom is not black.
No.
Okay. Well, I mean that would make a
Out
difference
of the
because
5,
all
it don't
races,
matter. They still lost
yeah,
their
they
own
all
place.
do it. So right, but okay, so it seems like everybody's bitter because if you're naming the ages, and it seems like he was dealing with all of them
Well, at
around the same
least
time.
it is. Yep. And that's the
Yeah.
problem. I believe that's part of the problem. Now, the son's mother, she's mature. She said, I don't care. This is his father. I'm gonna make sure that he spends time with his dad. And she does. She's not, even the oldest girls, the girl's mom that has the 3 girls, when the other young lady with my young oldest son
Mhm.
was not allowing us to see my grandson,
Mhm.
she was saying, I would never do nothing like that. She's so
oh
wrong for that.
man.
But you doing it now.
What?
You doing it.
I'm
You
believing.
Them be the
you
ones.
talk cash money noise
So
about it. Like,
what's the reason why you think she's doing it?
she won't respond to me. I've sent messages to her phone. I've sent messages on Facebook. The only way I get to see my grandchildren is on her page if she posts something.
So
Or one of her
let me
family
ask you
members.
this. So you said the last time you seen your grandbabies was 3 years ago, right?
It's been 3 years.
So what went left?
I don't know what made her stop. I don't know.
Is she moved on with someone and have kids
Which
too,
I know
or
she was dating a guy, and to me, he didn't seem like he had an issue. Matter of fact, the guy was living with her,
They
which is
never do.
something I wouldn't do with
yeah,
3 girls. But you know,
yeah.
yeah,
They never do.
But okay, so it's because
eh,
the way that I'm trying to picture this, and I have to play devil's advocate
yeah.
too,
Come on, I'm
right?
listening. Yes, ma'am.
I don't know how often. your son is pushing. Like I hear your story and your side and how
He
you're
not
reaching
pushing.
out.
He
And
not.
that's the thing. And so you know that you can't do it for him, right? You can't take on his role, like his fight and his determination for his own kids. And it just kind of feels like because he's not the one doing it, they're gonna make you suffer. That's just my synopsis of what's
But
going
he
on.
was
Like,
with me that day for us to go see the kids. You went from you would bring the kids and he keep the kids all the time to nothing,
yeah, if something changes, if
to
she's not
nothing,
getting her way, some type of
like
way,
to
Or if
nothing.
she got a new
or she
man.
got somebody else, or
I
whatever
don't know.
isn't working that was working before between them, now it has to all cease. And so you're just caught in the middle. You caught in the
And
middle.
which I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't feel like neither one of them are pushing like they should. Me personally, and I'm
Neither one of
and
your sons.
my sons. I'm talking about my sons. I'm not.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna just say that these girls are alienating. I'm going to say this. Yes, they are, and they're wrong. But
Mhm.
in addition to that, though, maybe because I'm a mom, it's no devil in hell, not
Uh,
one.
I'm
And
a
mine are grown that can
Mhm.
keep
yeah.
me from. Listen, when my
Mhm.
son was in prison, I would look under his clothes when I go to visit to make sure y'all not secretly beating on him or doing anything you don't have no business. And if a guard told me I couldn't, I tell him, shut up. I gave birth to that. He's mine. He don't belong to y'all. You're just housing his body for right now. But God gave him to me.
Mhm.
So I'm going to make sure you're not doing nothing to him because he's not going to tell me. So I'm checking.
And no
So they
parent,
got to
right?
where they
No
wouldn't
parent
bother
that's
me.
a real parent is gonna go for somebody keeping their kids away from them. Like, but we
Yeah,
do
I'm just saying.
understand that some parents are put in a position where they can't even continue to fight.
So
Like,
And my
so
baby boy, he's afraid. What? Not, I'm not gonna say afraid, but he don't want to go to jail. He don't want to go to prison. He don't want to get locked up because that's what she's gonna do.
so let me ask you. So is it what is the main reason why you think they not fighting? Is it because of lack of knowledge, finances?
That's lack of knowledge.
just
Lack
not
of
being
knowledge.
being afraid of the
You know how
courtroom.
you can talk to your friends about situations, and when they are not, or associates, or pastors, or people, you may bring it up, and they'll tell you once. Because I've had to correct my oldest son before about a statement that some obviously he got from somebody. And I was like, no, no, no. What you do is you keep pushing. I said, because there's a portion of this, if she can prove in court that you are not trying, she
Yeah,
could get them people to make you get your rights signed over.
exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what I
I
was gonna
said,
ask
so I
you.
don't care if she never responds to you.
Do you
Send
think
messages, hey, I want to
do
see
you
my
think they
son.
want to fight? Do you think they want these kids?
He do because my youngest son, I know he does, definitely, for sure, and my oldest too. But because of him spending the time he has in prison, he don't want that to cause him to lose his freedom. Because this is a that first girl is very vindictive.
It only gonna cause him to lose his freedom
If
if
he don't do it the right way.
exactly.
And
Exactly, and I
so,
don't think they have the knowledge.
yeah.
And sometimes when mama's talking, because you mama, maybe you don't know because you didn't go through this. And I didn't go through it because I chose not to do their father like that. I made a conscious decision that regardless of what I didn't like about him, had nothing to do with them.
So let me ask you this. So what do you say to the people, or mainly the women that's watching? Because they're gonna be like, they mama's boys. She need to just fall back. So like, what do you
Okay.
say to those people? Or why are you doing what you're doing? Because
What I
hold on,
can
before you
say.
answer. Well, hold on, before you answer.
Mhm.
Because what a lot of people don't know is that it ain't just the other parent and the child that's going through parental alienation. They forget about the grandparents and the aunties and the uncles and the cousins and the other siblings in this case. So, like,
Mhm.
what do you say to that?
What I say is I'm gonna give them a brief synopsis of my life. I had two children by a man that I love dearly. He, through their life until now that they're grown men, has not been a part of their life because for multiple reasons. Because he could not have me. The in the beginning was the problem. After that, and he found someone and he was married and all of that, it went from that to he had a drug addiction. I don't expect people to do exactly what I did, but what I do expect from us as women is to realize that children are not properties. And and with that being said, not only are they not property, they're human beings. And when you alienate them from the other person that created them with you, that causes detriment to those children. My boys are not mama's boys. Well, that baby boy is, but he is only to an extent because he's always stood up to the plate for his children. You just decided that you didn't want him part of their life anymore. And the other portion about my children's father being on drugs, he's clean today, not because of me, but because of the love of God. Me and my husband put him through treatment. I
Mm.
got married when my children, my oldest, when I met my husband, my oldest was 7 and my baby was 5.
So how is their relationship with their father today? Do they have
Wonderful
one?
today, wonderful. But it's because their mother never, I didn't talk negative about him. And anytime he had a clear mind and wanted to see them, I allowed him. I never gave him no flack about his children.
And just given the history, it kind of resonates a little bit that they may feel as if because their dad wasn't there, and once they got older, they were able to connect with him. That's probably what they hope for their kids, given the fact that their baby mamas are in the way of them establishing a relationship with them now. They had that happen to them, not
Yeah.
as a father of your own, but the way the situation was, it still played out in a positive way for them to be adults. And I think that could be a little hindrance in terms of them trying to fight for their kids because
And I believe
they
that.
already have other barriers in place. Hey, I'm afraid of this. I don't want this. I don't want this. So the only thing, like we said earlier, my husband was talking about the whole myth of thinking wait until the kid gets older. In their defense, that's exactly what kind of happened and how they built a relationship with their dad. And so to them, it works. It works. And
But
so,
it worked because of the mother you had. It didn't work
right.
because it was a broken situation.
Maybe
And
they
I
need
was
to
They,
hear
bitter
they,
that.
like
they
these
probably need
women.
to hear that from you.
It
They probably
worked.
need to hear it. But again, the thing about this is so touchy and it's complicated. Your son, he stays in Louisiana with the
My
one,
youngest son stays in Louisiana.
and his babies are there,
Mhm.
and he is not having tried to take any action or anything.
He not legal action. He's gone over there several times trying to see his girls. He's called like me several times, but he
I
has
mean,
not
how
done
long y'all
anything
gonna keep
legal.
doing that?
I'm not. I'm done. When I found out that I have rights, even to the ones in Louisiana, because I live in Texas, I can take them to court still. Um, I'm going to fight for my grandbabies at the end of the day because, like I told them, my sons are a non-factor to me when it comes to my grandbabies.
Mhm.
Their mothers are a non-factor to me when it comes to my grandbabies. Those are the seed of my seeds, of my children. Being a grandparent is a whole different feeling than being a parent. And I thought that I could not love little people more than I love my children. But it's a different type of love when you're a grandparent. And I know the detriment it can cause if you afraid or you feel like it's going to work out like it worked out for y'all, keep thinking that. Well, I don't want them to keep thinking that, but I'm not gonna wait on you to get on the bandwagon.
Exactly.
I'm
Because
not gonna wait.
again, they need
Yeah.
you as well. You have a role to fulfill in their lives as well. It's not even just their dads. Hopefully they'll get on board. But since we covering it all and we almost there, but we ain't even asked you the $1 million question. Who's
Who's
the
the deadbeat?
deadbeat?
They the deadbeats.
Everybody, all the parents.
Everybody to
Hey,
me.
y'all better stop playing with grandma, baby.
Everybody except you. I heard that.
Everybody to me because I just, you know what? I do want to tell you guys this. I've been watching you guys for a while. I love the fact that you are bringing awareness to this situation because people will just make a statement and keep going. Because I even think I've seen her post little statements that you guys have posted
Really?
on her page. I think so. I'm gonna go back and look because I'm gonna tell you the mother I am. I don't do a lot of talking. I did right now, but I have documentation of the things you're saying about my son. I have documentation of the posts that you are posting concerning me and his family. I mean, him and his family. I have the other little girl not dumb enough to do that, but that oldest boy mama, she posts
Well,
a lot of stuff.
here's another tip. I know you follow her to keep up with your grandbabies, but if you do your due diligence and you go to court and you get your rights, you don't have to do that, right?
No,
You can have a real, true interaction with your grandkid, and all that negativity and the drama. No, like that
I'm gonna
is it's
delete.
just yeah, it's just extra
Sure.
to the situation, and I don't think you need that. You got to spend time
Give
with
me
these
this.
kids as much time as we got, because tomorrow ain't promised for none of us, right?
So
You know,
what?
that's what I
What?
say.
So what led you to our page? What made you want to come up here and tell your story?
Because I watched a young man from Atlanta talking about his situation. The last thing I watched, but I've watched you guys for a while, and the last thing I watched was the young man y'all had from Atlanta. And I was listening to the things he was saying and how emotionally, mentally, how it's draining. Because I'm watching my baby boy is so angry because he can't have his girls. He snaps quick. He um and I know having his girls will bring him so much joy and so much happiness because he's always been a part of their life.
Okay.
Always.
So let me ask you this then. Y'all hear that loud thunder? Golly.
Yes. Look like it's about where are you guys located? Because I never paid attention to that.
Same
All
place
right.
you located.
Hey, Sam. But
Hush
we from
your mouth.
Chicago though.
Oh yeah, we fought in Harris County. That's why we definitely telling you, like, yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
but
can be
appreciate
done.
it. What
so
I
hold on,
want to
hold on,
say
hold
is
on. Let
thank
me
you.
just ask
Thank
this
y'all.
question
Thank
real.
y'all.
Let me just ask this question.
Yes, sir.
Because I was told from my mother and my lovely wife that
There she is.
I was
Thank you.
changing as well. But me personally, from the inside looking out, I thought I was fine. I thought I was doing a good job of holding it together. But I wasn't, obviously because they noticed certain things, and it took a level of maturity for me to understand, like, okay, that I was messed up. So like, what are the things? I mean, you said he snapped quick, but
He
is that
breaks
it?
down crying. He'll break down. He be sad. He's depressed a lot. Both of them have
Yeah.
that, and I can tell because I'm their mom. When you snap quick, like anything that happened, it's like you get angry.
Are they close?
Very close. Very,
So
very
the
close.
fact that both of them are going through it, have you ever had a sit down with them? Do they even
Not
know what parental
together, just
alienation
separate.
is?
I've done it separately, but never together.
Maybe you guys need to have a sit down together and you kind of
With who's the deadbeat?
exactly, or you kind of give them, if that's not possible,
I'm
then
gonna start sharing y'all page is what I'm gonna
yeah,
do.
yeah, or give them information about parental alienation. That way they can just know that they're not alone, right? A
Sure.
lot of times, even when people know a few people that they think going through it, until you know it's a whole world that can relate, it kind of helps with having the support and having just the mindset of just knowing that it ain't just me. And knowing that you do have people you can lean on to ask questions and see how they did this and how that made them feel and things like that. And so if they don't trust that right? Because you just their mom, right?
Hmm.
Lead
Yeah.
them to people that they probably could relate to.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cause
Yeah.
it's real tough, and I don't like to put this in the atmosphere, but we got to talk about the elephant in the room.
Hmm.
Um, a lot of men unalive themselves behind this, and
Yes.
so y'all got to be very mindful of that, and they got to start doing different things that that can help motivate them and help them cope with what they're going through.
Yeah.
Because to be alienated from a kid, one kid, two kids, and then you talking three kids. You know what I'm saying? That's like you mourning somebody that's still alive. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's tough. That's real tough to deal with.
I see my youngest son. I watch him. I'm not saying that I'm not concerned about my oldest son because I am, but I'm concerned about that baby a lot because he really, my oldest is trying to get a coping mechanism because of the situation. But you can catch him at times where you can tell it's really eating at him. But that baby, he like that constantly. And when he was here recently, I laid hands on him while he was sleeping. He probably don't even know. And I prayed and that was my prayer. That God protects his mind, keeps him, that God leads me in the direction to help guide him to be able to see his girls
Yeah.
with no drama, no chaos. Because like he has a cousin, they have a cousin that their cousin's oldest girl mom was doing that for a while, and they have court order visitation, but she still was not letting them see
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
little girls.
That's not what
it
it
don't
is.
stop there.
Don't
No,
stop
it
there.
don't.
That's why we telling y'all to fight, because it don't stop there.
No. So, but he would never. My nephew would never call the police and take him over there. If you Because like I told him, nephew, because I call him son too, because he's there. My children and him are really close. It's my brother's son. I was like, if y'all have a court order, that's a violation she's doing.
Yeah.
She could go to jail for that, and let her spend a night in jail
Okay.
for doing that. And maybe she'll stop doing that. I don't have time to do all that. So I left him alone. I have to worry about my own grandbabies.
What
you
would
know,
you
um,
say to the viewers that think their sons are deadbeats?
I would say sometimes I do too. That's what I would say. Because at the end of the day, I just want them to push harder, to push harder. And what I mean by push harder, try to, just like me, try to get educated. How I found that out 2 weeks ago is I started researching,
Yeah.
trying
Yeah.
to figure out a way around the chaos and the drama.
Yeah.
Because for years, I've been, with this first situation, I've been having to tiptoe and hula hoop and,
And you figured out that that still ain't got you nowhere.
nowhere.
And I'm gonna tell you like this though. It's hard. It's hard for a man, right? And I'd be a lie if I could sit here and say that, man, I went and fought and did it all by myself. There's no way in hell and I'm gonna look dead into the camera and tell everybody there's no way in hell I
Yeah.
could have won custody of my two kids without this woman right here. It's if you gotta have a good support system, and I see that you are a good support system to them. But at the end of the day, both of them got women, right?
Yeah.
And
Yes.
what are they doing to contribute to that?
To the process. The first one, she is push. Matter of fact, me and her just talked about that today.
Okay.
She is pushing him as well. My oldest son, she is that young lady is pushing him to be the very best that he can be. She
Yeah.
wants him, and that's to have his son as well in
That's
his
who
life.
you. That's who you give our contact to as well,
Okay.
because you talking about your oldest son. He's in Texas.
Yes, he's in Texas. He lives in Houston as well. That's the
Yeah,
reason I moved to Houston. Him.
yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, you could let her know about us as well, because
Okay.
sometimes you guys may be doing life be life, right? And so she may take some time that you taking your other time, because you need to still focus on your grandparent journey while they focusing on the parent journey.
Journey.
And
It's two
Yeah.
totally
and
different
then and
things.
they
It
got it
is.
kind of sweet too, because they can hit them from both angles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we can.
Mm-hmm.
We
So
really can.
let me
Now that
say
I'm
this to you.
educated, and I appreciate y'all for educating me, because that's where I got that from. I think you told somebody else that about Texas. You, young lady.
Girl,
I think
listen.
I got that from
Look,
you.
when it comes
It's
down to
okay.
Texas, don't play with us, right?
This my paralegal right here, boy. Y'all better stop playing.
We know a lot, but every state is different. Laws are different. We're learning more and more every day. But we always encourage people to do the research in their local area to find resources and to figure out how the laws work and the cases and the judges and the attorneys and everything
Yes,
before
yes,
they move forward with their journey, because it's tough and people want instant results, and that's unrealistic. I mean, sometimes cases can be open and shut, right?
yeah,
But with somebody that's alienating your kid, chances are it's going to be about it, right?
yeah,
So you want to come prepared. So I appreciate you
Yeah.
doing your research and taking the time to tell us your story, being transparent. This what this platform is all about. It's a safe space. I mean, we will judge. I'm not gonna say we listen and we don't judge, because we definitely will
yeah.
pass judgment if
It's
you part of the problem, right?
I
And
mean, yeah,
you know
yeah,
our followers
and
and
you
our
should.
followers in our community, they definitely gonna tell you who's the deadbeat.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
but I got one
definitely.
more question to ask you before we get up out of here, before we
Yes,
land
sir.
this plane. Uh, what exactly do you want from this? Like, if you listen, hold on, let me finish.
I'm
If
not gonna
you
say nothing.
if you can talk to these women right now and just tell them like what you want, what would that be?
I want them to give them an opportunity to be their parent as well. I want you to put aside you and truly think about the best interest of your child, like wholeheartedly. Because I'm for years until a situation happened, I worked in mental health. So I know the damage that's being done.
Yeah.
Um,
That part.
and if you really want them to be well-rounded, truly productive citizens of society, they need both of you all, not just you or
Yep.
the person you chose to have in your life. They need their biological parent, because at the end of the day, going back to the situation I told you about my children's father, he was on drugs for years, long time, but he's doing great now, and their relationship is great. And it's great because I made a conscious decision to put how I felt to the side
Yep.
for the sake of my children. I put this man in treatment not once, but twice, me and
For,
my husband, for the
for
sake of my children, for the sake, because what happens to him affects my kids.
okay.
And I married a man that taught me that because I was angry with this man in the beginning. And you know, the one thing he told me, and I've told these girls this myself, but I'm going to say it on here. The one thing that that man told me, he said, I understand you should be angry about how he treated you, the things he did to you, because you're a wonderful woman. That's why I married you. He said, but this is what I want you to do. Everything you desire God to give you, I want you to start praying and asking God to give it to him. He said, in the beginning, you're not going to want to do it. But it's going to break you free so you can be the best for these boys, for help them, him to help them. You're going to make them better people because you're getting yourself out of that bondage, out of the fact that I'm angry that you did this to me, that you did this, that you did that, you was trifling, and you did. You'll forgive him, and once you forgive him, then the sky is the limit for your children. And he was right in the beginning. When I first started praying that prayer, I didn't believe it wasn't from the heart, but eventually, every night, he told me to do it for 30 days. Every night, the more I did it, I began to see that I was holding hatred for this man. And when God released me from that, that made me a better woman. That made me a better person. That made me accept the fact when my husband came to me and said, "Now look, he done tried to get off these drugs. I've been clean 20 some years. I can help him. So let's bring him here and put him in treatment." And I'm looking to our house. Are you crazy? He was like, "No, I'm not. I'm serious." And that's what we did.
Well, y'all are amazing.
That's powerful.
And your message, I believe it will reach many. In this space, I don't know how many, because these women have a blockage in their brains, right? So we'll continue to pray that somehow the message is heard and they will understand that being bitter is not only holding you back, but it's your kid, right? Your kid.
Yeah, take
your
you down.
kid, your kid, your kid, the kids, the kids, the kids.
And that's what it should be about, the children. Shouldn't be
Always.
about how I feel or what I think or how I want it. It should be about that child. Should
I
not be
just want
about
to know, how can we really, put this out there enough to let these people understand that the hate they have for these other parents are more than the love they have for their kids. They have to believe it first. They got to understand it. They got to accept it, right? They got to be mature. They
yeah.
have to really, and the reality is we're just not dealing with people on that level.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, hopefully, right? I'm pretty sure because your message is deep. It's very powerful.
Yeah.
I know it could reach some,
Yeah.
but the ones that we know is a hard,
Yeah.
hard egg, boiled egg up there.
But just make sure you finish the mission, and we thank you for joining us tonight.
And I
Uh,
appreciate you guys and thank y'all so much for
yeah, I
getting this
believe it.
out.
I
And my
believe it.
prayer is that this reaches the multitude,
The
because
masses.
I believe that's the only way things are going to change is when people see themselves. A lot of times we refuse to see us, to do
Yeah.
self-evaluation.
Yeah.
Listen, it's
Yeah.
it's we know. We pushing hard as we
Man.
can. And yeah, not to, because we'll be talking all night and
I
it seems
know
like
it.
it's
But I
just that
appreciate
good.
you
It's just
guys.
that good. And
Yeah.
it's a pleasure to have a grandparent on the
Yeah.
platform.
I believe she's
Not
not first, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
not for what
Yeah.
you enduring, right? We hate to see that part, but um I think that it's a lot of knowledge and wisdom that comes behind what you've been through and how you've seen it follow through.
How transparent she was.
Yeah. So hopefully
Yeah, you get a
we can
positive
get somewhere
outcome.
and keep us posted. I
Yeah.
want to know
Definitely.
everything, every step of the
Definitely.
way with your journey. If you hit a roadblock or if you just, need somebody to chop it up with about what's going on, we are always here for that for
I
you and for
definitely do want
everybody.
to ask you guys a question, but
Hmm.
I would like to ask it off camera.
That's
Okay.
fine. Just
Because
when we get off air, just reach out and we'll try to help you out to the best
okay,
of our
okay,
ability.
All right. Well,
okay.
thank you. You have a good
I
night.
appreciate you guys. Thank y'all so much.
Thank
And I
you. Have a good
will.
evening.
Good night. Y'all be careful in this storm we got going on.
Oh man.
This light work. This light
I
work at
know it.
H-Town.
I know it. Thank goodness it is. All
Good night.
All right.
Y'all,
Man.
I feel like I already done said what I needed to say, but in response to this comment,
Yeah.
uh, Martini Styles, thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate y'all. Look, everybody, first and foremost, before we even get off, subscribe, share, like,
Yeah.
comment. We want to keep it in rotation. We're trying to really reach, reach everybody that we can because we know there's so many untold stories, so many people suffering behind parental alienation, and a lot of kids, right?
Yeah.
To answer that, we're in the process of producing what we're going to release of our telling our story, of us telling our story, not of our telling our story, of us.
Y'all
But
get us to 10K subs. We
it's a lot. It's a lot. So it's not something we could just tell on one live session. It's like so many levels to this stuff, and so we're really trying to formulate the way to do it so that
unless you
guys.
want to put me on the hot seat.
Yeah, you want me to interview you?
What y'all think, man? What
You
y'all
wanna do
think?
that? Okay. Um,
But I think if I tell my story, it'll like give away half of our
that's
story.
fine. That's fine. I can interview you. You want to do that? I think we should do it. I think we should do it. If I interview you, the only thing that I think people may get misconstrued is that it's biasness because I'm your wife. But they don't know, like we know, that we've been rocking in this for a long time. It ain't much that I don't know. We've been through this together. So we keep it a buck, right? And so y'all gonna be entertained if I'm the interviewer.
Man, matter of fact, like if anybody
Interviewer, I mean.
that's into writing movie scripts, that's what we need to talk to. Cause
Yeah,
I feel like it's too much to just
it's a
tell the
lot.
story over live or just
It's a lot.
man somebody else. We need a production behind this because it
In due
it's crazy.
time, but the short version, I just will say, stay tuned.
Yeah,
Stay tuned.
and for all you mothers that's out there that's keeping them kids away, man, let them kids go with their daddies.
And all them daddies out there that feel like they don't want to fight, they ready to give up. Your kids need you. Don't give up on your kids if you can, right?
And all those families, the village, man, stop letting your loyalty over
Cloud your judgment.
overrules the
Right.
trust, the truth rather. Because the truth is the truth. And what y'all doing right now, y'all damaging these kids. Who we got?
Thank you so much.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for the work. Look, thank you. Thank you for the support.
For sure.
Because we catch hell. They try to give us so much backlash, and it's just like, this ain't about us. This is for the kids. This is for the people, right?
Yeah.
Um,
We trying to change the world. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Of how they to educate people on what parental alienation is. A lot of people don't even really understand, and for the people that's not affected by it, until they understand, it'll never change. So we really trying to crack this crack this thing open because a lot of kids is suffering behind this, and us grown people, we need to get it together, man.
The fight continues. The good fight continues. Just because we won custody, it ain't over for us. We live it for y'all, with y'all every day still.
Shit, we just left the courthouse today.
Today.
Facts. It's real out here. So, man, y'all don't even have a
Speaking
clue.
of that, yeah, I need a nightcap. I need a nightcap.
But y'all stay blessed, and make sure y'all follow all the platforms. Make sure y'all check out all the stories, man. We like what 45 episodes in. We getting up there. So, just keep supporting, man, and stay tuned. We got a lot of stuff coming. We're working on a lot. We trying to get more involved in the community. So stay tuned. We love y'all. Like, subscribe, share.
I'm done.
Oh, okay. She done. It's Friday, baby.
I said what I said. I need a nightcap. Peace.